Welcome to RealView. When you log into RealView, you'll be brought to this window within your Firefox browser. Go ahead and type in your credentials, your username and password. If Firefox window did not automatically open, go ahead and open it and move it to the second monitor. When you've completed, go ahead and click your login. Let me type those credentials in again here. And you'll then be brought to the main case picker window. This is the case picker window, and everyone's window looks essentially the same. You'll notice that the numbers are not sequential. We've decided to have people complete the cases in this order that will be most helpful for the learner. MSK knee 4 is the first case that everyone should begin with. You'll split your time between the knee and the shoulder cases. You'll notice at the end of each joint section are exam-style questions. If you've been randomized to the experimental group, which is the first 2 weeks, you will choose the exam-style questions on your last half day. If you complete those, you may then proceed with other cases. If you've been randomized to the control group, you will first complete MSK knee 4, so you can learn how to use the workstation, and then begin with the exam-style questions, the exam-style cases. They're not more difficult. They are, however, certain cases that we're using for metrics. You will get the same learning. After you've been brought to this window, go ahead and click on MSK knee 4. You'll see here that there's a one-time survey for you to fill out in MSK knee 4, since this is the first case that everybody will complete. I right-clicked and hit Open Link in New Tab. You'll then notice at the top of the screen, if I click on the new tab, here is the survey to complete. It's very short, choosing your name and 2 questions. After that, go ahead and go back to the case window picker and click on Load Case. That should be available on every one of the cases. Click I agree, and your case should open. When your case opens, confirm that the case that opened is the same case that you have loaded in Edactic. In Edactic, you'll proceed from page to page by clicking Next Page. You will not be able to navigate to the next page until you've completed all the questions on a single page. The questions follow in the same order and manner in which our dictations are laid out for each specific joint. So on page 1, you'll be asked questions about the menisci. On page 2, about the cruciate ligaments, and so forth. Structures that are abnormal, you'll be asked further in-depth questions, some of which will be very difficult. You will not be able to proceed to the next page until you've completed all the questions, at which time a purple background and white arrow will appear here. In Osirix, you'll notice that the first 2 sequences that open up are the localizer sequences. To change those to the sequences you're interested in, navigate to the left of your window, which is highlighted in red, and click the sequence in which you're interested in replacing that window with. To window and level, click on this icon up here, and go ahead and just drag like you would in Synapse. There are shortcuts for each of these options, and if you're interested, a shortcut menu could be provided to you. Your sequence picker windows have been enabled for auto hide, and to make them appear, just move towards the left of your window and they'll pop up. In this setting, I clicked the command button before I clicked the next sequence, and instead of replacing the window, it opened a new window. You can have as many or as few windows open as you'd like to navigate through your cross-sectional cases. To close it, go ahead and click the red X, or Command W, and the windows that's highlighted will close. So here now we have a 3-up, a 2-up, and a 1-up type view. If you want to have a normal comparison, return to the database, highlight your case, and highlight the normal case by holding the command button, and make sure both are highlighted and hit the return button. You'll now notice that both cases opened up, the knee normal case and also the MSK case. Again, to close the number of windows, to have the format that you prefer, go ahead and click the red X button or the Command W button. Change sequences again by navigating to the left of the window. The sequence picker window will pop up, and the window with a red line around it will change the sequence that you've selected. To remove the cross-reference comparison, click on 2D Viewer, scroll down to Annotations, and hit Display Cross-Reference Lines. You can toggle that on and off. Back in the eidactic window, at the end of each case, you'll be brought to a case impression window. After you've read the impression and compared with your own results, you click the Home Page button, and the home page will bring you back to the case picker window, and you can proceed in a sequential manner with the exceptions for the control group and the experimental group. When you complete your case, if you found that something was coded incorrectly or have some feedback, click there on the feedback form. You'll be brought to this window and feedback form, and you can fill out information about your specific case, and we'll be able to make some changes. We know that there are some mistakes in the system. We've been unable to catch every one of them, and so we need your help in this matter. When you've completed, in the main monitor, click the Apple button and hit the Log Out Your Username option at the bottom. Do not hit Shutdown. Log out your username. Thank you very much for using RealView. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.